And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
South? Suck it south. Suck it south. We've looked it up 1,000 times, everyone. It's The Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Big J. Oakerson. Always so handsome. That Dan Soder's right next to me.
Do you want regular Dan or do you want fucking hanging leg over? What's up? I'm your friend, not your teacher, Dan.
Oh, I do like that very much. You know, I was like you kids once. Little punk.
I used to skateboard.
No direction.
I used to skateboard to school. I bet you guys didn't know that. You guys know that I went here? I would have been that teacher if I would have gone into a high school teacher.
But once in a while, I still ride.
Hey, you guys knew I grew up in Aurora too. Yeah, I'm a Buffalo myself.
I also am a Buffalo.
I used to get high by the dumpster. Do you guys do that still? Cool. I'll be down there between... Whoa, are you saying school shooter dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not cool, Lou. It's not cool, Lewinsky. Don't you bring up our thing.
Let's say out of the gates, thank you to Kevy Kev.
Kevy Kev nailing fucking Jacob Batat's new persona, a.k.a. Jacob the Spare Batat.
That looks to be a simple 4-6. Time to put some serious spin on this baby. And stay right.
He goes.
Sometimes they ask me, Jacob, can you only go left to right? I go, does the wind only go left to right? Right to left. Reverse hook.
That's such a cool picture.
Yeah.
You can follow this and see things like that on at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter. I said there were so many linking verbs there.
Yeah.
You can go on in and watch.
It sounded like you were trying to distract me while someone did something behind me.
Is somebody shuffling through my wallet right now?
Yeah. And over there on another thing.
We should mention, by the way, this is the Lost Tapes episode. I mean, everyone knows it's Thursday and they're hearing a new show, so you know it's the Lost Tapes.
But it ain't live. I'm in Austin, Texas.
We've been goosed up for this one now for a couple days because I gave you a call on Sunday. We
actually talked about this, what we wanted to talk about on this episode while I was peeing at a stadium in San Francisco.
Is that true?
I called you while I was peeing.
Yeah, that was really just in a trough next to some other people?
No. It was a nice bathroom.
Oh, yeah?
At Levi's.
Do they have like a girl there to like hold your dick for you?
No, but that does sound lovely.
Wouldn't
it
that
also sound like a really shitty job for a lady.
You can find that in Allmore at my new getaway, J-Spawn Resort.
Oh, you've taken the luxury in, you put the lugs, I don't know.
Be whisked away.
Jacob's
to Camden, New Jersey.
Are you listening to your computer, Jacob? Oh,
he's making sure it's off. That's the Spare. Always attention to detail.
Nice. That's why you always pick it up, dude.
I called you very excited because
you guys went down a rabbit hole of watching something.
We did on the Reels channel of all things.
Reels has got hits, okay?
Does it?
Just the way Palladium is the new MTV. Fucking hits. Reels has some.
What do you mean
ones.
Palladium?
Palladium has like great music shit on it all the time. Like
constantly. Well, it's not Palladium anymore. Now it's called MTV Live.
Oh, really?
MTV took it back.
Showed my hand.
Unless they didn't, but it is called MTV Live. But it is. It's the best channel for music on.
It's like what MTV used to be.
Yeah, sure. It actually is, but it's pretty cool. But your Reels, I don't know what the hell. It looks like it's like commercials for shows that are coming always.
I've caught Big Lebowski on there one time.
Really?
They have like regular movies on Reels.
Uncensored?
No.
They're censored.
It's like cable.
Well, they were showing some great documentaries. In fact, another great documentary coming up, but about the now, as Lou Witzke calls him, the late, great Charles Manson. I don't know what he means when he says that. Isn't that weird? That somebody's like, it's the race wars coming, man.
What a weird,
Helter Skelter.
And he's like, oh no, I just wrote it because I went down a slide.
Charles Manson, we watched 2 documentaries back to back. Weird that Reels channel would show back to back documentaries. One of them, by the way, produced by the National Enquirer.
Ooh.
Where they had his actual living grandson, in the documentary.
Who, Craig Manson?
It was Craig Manson.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Craig Manson. Yes, my grandfather is Charles Manson.
He is sort of like that, but he looks like a guy who works at like a Hess station.
Oh, please.
Like, he really looks like garbage. But that National Enquirer one wasn't very good, and that had some different stories. They left some stuff out. But it was always, they're the ones that had the grandson, but my problem is it was more like a talking head show.
Oh, so they didn't do like, did Charles Manson have sex with Batboy? It's all like just shitty ragtime stories. Did Bigfoot impregnate Charles Manson when he was in prison?
Doesn't Charles Manson's son look like he's like a jobber wrestler?
Dude, I was just going to say, he looks like a real 4-7 MMA fighter. He looks like a guy with a fucking permanently losing... Oh my God, I thought he really was.
He is.
He's really is an MMA fighter? That is hilarious.
Nuh-uh.
Shut the fuck up.
Holy shit, his record's a crust. He looks like a crusty fucking fighter.
Dude, 6-4. Hey, you know what? You're making it to the playoffs.
Dude, by the way, he made a guy submit to punches.
He made us submit to a rock song and join a gang. When he beats you, you become part of his family. His name's Jay Freeman, but he calls himself Charles Manson III. Which means his dad, I'm not Charles Manson Jr., that's my father. I'm Charles Manson.
Oh, no, please call me Charles. That's Mr. Manson's my father.
Yeah.
I want to see what some of these other fighters are. If you ever fought anybody I've heard of.
Oh my God, Marcus Tate? Is that Sharon Tate's grandson?
Terry DeVinny. That's why it is fucking hilarious.
He just beats up the people that Charles Manson murdered.
Yeah. The grandson of LoBianco.
Yeah, he goes, oh my God, Alfonso LoBianco lost by armbar in the second.
Boris Polanski, third nephew.
Sure, shin kicks.
I can't believe that some of these girls one or some of them have been released from prison. One of them died in prison. Family? Yeah, but they really, for when you watch these documentaries and going back, I mean, you always know what they did, but when they repaint the picture for you again,
yeah,
and how evil it was and how like sadistic and like torturing these people they were. The fact that when they get interviewed, that you can watch videos of these ladies, as old ladies, they're like, that was a weird summer. Yeah. Like they really don't.
She goes,
they don't really seem like blown away by what they've done.
What do you want me to tell you? Marijuana had seeds in it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a different time.
Like, well, I had 7 shots of tequila that night.
Oh, you with your smartphones are judgmental, but Charles was a softer man. He said if I fucked him in the blood of an actress, that I would have all powers for as long. It's just kid stuff.
Leslie Van Houten is fucking out of jail. She lives in upstate New York. She's going to be our guest by the third segment of the show.
That'd be awesome.
Can we see if we can get an interview with her? She's so old.
Well, it sucks because you find out that they were all supposed to be gassed, and then it got overturned like the next year. Yeah, they were all sentenced to death.
Yeah, they were all sentenced to death and they commuted their sentences, so then they all had a chance for parole, which led to a bunch of hilarious parole hearings for Charlie Manson.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna kill him, I'm back on the road.
He was a bad defender of himself.
He just came back in like, I'm going on tour.
Chuck fired up. He goes, time to go nuts. I'm gonna go full Manson.
But his story was just so like...
I don't really know it, so you're gonna have to tell me. I just know that
Charlie Manson is a punk kid who was born to a prostitute junkie, basically, and he was in trouble most of his life, going in and out of like group homes and like, you know, juvenile hall detention centers and shit, and going to jail. He got out of jail one time and decided to try to go like the straight path and married a girl and moved to L.A. with dreams of becoming a musician.
Oh, that's good.
And he just blew as a musician. He wasn't good, but he was like, I guess, a good enough looking guy, or, you know, he was good at like pimping, that he was able to get these, what I can only describe as pretty homely chicks. They couldn't find girls in Los Angeles in these reenactments and these documentaries ugly enough to play these chicks correctly. I'm like, I go, you know what, Chuck? I get it if it was these girls in the reenactments.
Yes.
But,
I swear to God, we're going to have to go to the middle of fucking South Dakota to get a girl.
I mean, when they show these dudes, I mean, these chicks, I mean, they're just grisly looking, man.
So what, he just went and recruited a bunch of women and then...
He recruited like severed women. And
started a cult?
yes.
In San Francisco.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was more about, like, he got stuff because he would be like, hey, I'll come to your party and bring chicks.
So he's basically just like a promoter?
And these chicks will but more than that, because he's like, these chicks will come fuck you and suck you and whatever the hell you want.
You want VIP service, bud? I can get you a bottle of Grey Goose. Also, here's my song.
So, according to the documentaries I watched, he goes to, he becomes friends he meets one of the Beach Boys.
Okay.
Dennis Wilson from the Beach Boys hung out, met up with a couple of his chicks, Manson's chicks, and brought him back to his house.
He's all, hey, it's this guy Charles Manson's bringing by some girls.
No, it wasn't even. The guy just met the chicks, and the chicks came because they were party chicks.
Yeah, and he's a Beach Boy.
They told Manson to come over. So then Manson's at his house, but he's like,
can you imagine?
But I bring the chicks, man.
Can you imagine just blowing your load and then laying in bed and some girl's like, my friend Charles is coming over.
He's gonna live here for a couple months.
He's kind of crazy, but like in a fun way.
And you're all, dude, I really wish I wouldn't have fucked you. You're like, man, I'm a Beach Boy. I put on sweaters and with shorts.
The one documentary we watched had, when Charlie Manson was at the guy's house, the guy was like, please don't hurt me, man. He's like, why would it hurt you, man? I love you.
You're a Beach Boy. You know what I am? I'm a dirt man.
You just say crazy shit real.
So Charles Manson starts staying there.
Fun. And you know, you always like when a girl brings her friend over and he lives with you.
Yeah. And then they start bringing, like, there's producers involved. Terry Melcher. This is what I'm giving you a brief overview of the story.
Yeah, no.
Terry Melcher comes in, who's a major music producer. Charlie Manson, shimmies up next to him, you know?
Yeah, gets nice with him.
And the guy's like, because he's like, I'll produce your album or whatever. You can keep playing this bullshit for me and keep bringing chicks and all this stuff. And then he kind of fucks him over. He just never does anything with it. Doesn't fuck him over. He's just kind of like, yeah, dude, your music sort of blows. So
I have to go back just really quick with how they met the girls. Dennis picked them up hitchhiking.
Oh, they were hitchhiking.
That's how he met the girls.
So
the girls
basically,
were hitchhiking.
the Fell Dog program.
It was very by chance.
Corey's Angels program.
Right. Oh, it was essentially the same thing. Charlie's Angels.
Tip of the cap. Yeah, tip of the cap to Feldman for going back to the playbook of Charles Manson to get his band together.
I'm going to get some girls. Manson style.
They're in my program.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a swastika on my head. I'm not nuts.
Right now, they're in a college, and the college is called Corey's Angels.
I mean, these three girls, these pictures, I mean, they are so grizzled. They're all so ugly.
They all look like your mom's younger sister. That's like not hot at all.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, Aunt Darlene.
Hey, Aunt Marianne.
Hey, Aunt Darlene.
Hey, Aunt Sasha. Yeah, Mom's upstairs. You want me to get her?
So Terry Melcher.
Yeah.
This producer lived in a house and he ended up moving out. Nice, I guess, Beverly Hills home or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Moved out of his house. And Sharon Tate and Roman Polanski moved in.
Yes.
So Charlie Manson wanted to kill this Terry Melcher guy.
He never made his album.
Because he fucked him over, he figured. And
yeah.
What this guy did.
He just banged his young aunts and then left.
Make sure they think black people did it. That was his big thing. He wanted to start a race war.
Charles Manson.
Yeah, it does go by the way. Isn't it funny? Even though he's got a swastika between his eyes, weirdly enough, like, he's not a symbol of racism, but he was crazy racist.
Yeah.
Does that resonate with anybody when you hear Black Lou? Does that resonate with you at all? When you think Charles Manson, do you think racist or just like murder is what everybody usually thinks, right?
I usually think murder.
And crazy, right?
And crazy. I
not
mean,
racism.
The swastika on the head kind of...
You almost don't even think about that.
Right, but
he was but I forgot the killings themselves. He was trying to stir up a race war. That's what he was trying to do. That's what writing political piggy on the wall and pig and that. And they one of their killings, they put the Black Panther symbol on the wall to make it seem like it was the Black Panthers. They were like trying to get a race war.
So they went to Roman Polanski's house.
Well, because they thought it
was Terry.
And Charles Manson also wasn't there. He just sent people.
Oh, so he never did the dirt himself.
Well, there's some iffy shit on the next night when they went out and did the other murders, but they did all that crazy shit. Killed 4 people. The daughter of the person who made Folgers coffee. Yes, Folgers. Crystals.
Wake up with your daughter butchered because Charles Manson's nuts.
This is nuts.
Yeah, you just wake up.
But the daughter, a couple other friends, and they killed, obviously, famously cut out Sharon Tate's baby.
Yeah.
Wrote a bunch of shit on the walls, misspelled Helter Skelter.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It is. Yeah, they were like Heelter. H-E-A. Heelter.
He goes, sorry, man, they fuck. I don't really know if they write well.
The next day, Charles Manson went out with them, and they did the LoBianco murders, which was super violent and terrible also.
Yeah.
And it didn't start a race war. It just made a bunch of rich people scared for their lives. A bunch of rich people went into hiding. What made me realize this was a hilarious thing to start talking about, when Christine says to me, all credit to her, she goes, wow, it's so funny, Charles Manson. They said his killing was motivated by, he wanted to be fucking famous. He really wanted, and if he would have made it with music or had an outlet for his music, that maybe none of these things would have happened. And Christine goes, wow, a Charles Manson now today would just be like a SoundCloud artist. Just somebody just releases their own shit. And that made me, and I was like, that's when I called you.
Oh, look at him. I mean, the fact that he talked women into anything. Cause like right there, he looks like, hey, look at a bookstore, man.
What goes on for Charles Manson in this prison?
Well, I can feel the grass growing out there on the lawn, and there's a few trees that's got some leaves on it that I can feel. And I've been in jail all my life, so I'm actually right here at home. How long have I been in jail? 34 years? 34 years, so...
out of 47, you've been here 34.
I've been in jail, prison, a long time, all my life. I was raised up in here. So
do you have any of your old stuff around, or do you,
let me see. Yeah, my old jerk sock is right. Yep, there it is, right where I left it.
I'm not, no bullshit. You go over to the D block, and you got my height from 10 to 15. Yeah, is he Southern? Why does he have almost a Southern accent?
I'm a happy camper.
Yeah, I forget where he's from exactly. I don't know if his accent is distinct. Where is he originally from?
I'm looking.
But yeah, he definitely has to go, I don't know, man. Things all crazy and the system's wrong and you're all weird.
I've lived here my whole life. You're living here. How long you been here? I'm here. We're both here. Let's kiss.
But he's done, he's done a number of interviews, man, but he is, it's interesting how like lucid he'll be sometimes. And then he just goes like, he's like, and you're out there and I'm in here. And he'll actually do things like gabba 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 gooba gooba gooba. Right? Like he just leaves that and just walks off.
I'm scatting.
Walk off home run. Yeah.
Skip it up, doop,
Bosey bop. Bitty bop.
Howdy. Charles, please stop. I think we need to try to get him properly labeled the racist that, you know, like, cause he's trying to start a race war. Does he ever say racist shit in these interviews, or is he just like...
No, not really.
He goes, I mean, I would get a black chick, but I got a tiny dick and scoobity-bop.
Yeah. I can't bring home no eggplant to Thanksgiving dinner. Not with my crazy family.
My crazy family. How am I going to explain that? I'm Charles Manson. I got to talk myself into it.
Oh, man. Boopity-beepity-bop.
Scoobity-dop-doop-de-deep-deep-dop. Charles Manson. I'm a jazz musician.
You can definitely find some of his music on YouTube.
It's funny because it's like... Now in the age of Instagram and stuff where you see all the famous people for what they're famous for and the butt models and shit, and like Charles Manson's like, I just want to be famous, man, and just rip around on a river and you're like, you fucking loser. You would have just been, you know, if you would have been a gym rat, he could have been one of those like fucking fitness models where he's like John Bastow, where he's just flexing his abs, where he's like, look at my, there it is. Welcome to the Manson family, where we're gonna burn calories. I want to hear more of his interview because I can't do his voice because I don't know his voice.
Stand on the mountain and I say, do it! It gets done. If it don't get done, then I'll move on it. And that's the last thing in the world you want me to do.
I knew that people would die.
There's one of the ladies. Oh, they're ugly old women too.
Every one of you out there tried to kill me for the last 25 years and I'm still here. Ha, ha, ha. Now what?
Okay. I mean, there is a lot of similarness to Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman should play Manson in a movie.
He should.
As part of the Truth Campaign?
Fucking kill it.
He would.
I said it right here. Give me credit.
I tried to murder him, and I moved a mountain, and I'll move every mountain because I'm a weatherman, and we got a low-pressure system coming in, and that's going to meet with some high winds out of the Catalinas. Now, that's going to push the pressure down, and you're looking at about 40 degrees on top.
Now, man, if there's a hurricane coming, I guess bundle up.
Yeah. Winds
we should take our first break, right? We should take our first break, I think.
You want a break here? You can keep going.
He only did like 15 minutes.
Calling us pussies.
Oh, really?
Well, it's a flow, you know. You got to go what you feel.
I know.
You just can't go by the clock. This isn't a suit and tie job.
Thank you, Lou Witzke.
No, I got you. I was just gonna say we take a break because I had another direction I wanted to talk about too, as far as documentary goes, and that was with the reenactment actors.
Oh.
And we were going to try to find out if there's ever been a reenactment actor who has gone on
to be successful,
bigger, better
like Matt Damon.
Because man, they are awful. 1 and 2. I don't even think you have to even have a minor resemblance to the human being that was one of them in one of the documentaries. Manson, just a fucking chubby dude.
So let's take our first break, and then we'll come back and find these reenactment actors.
Is that what the flow says we should do?
I don't know. I think we're going to beat up Jacob because he just called us pussies.
Oh, man, he pussed us right up hard.
It's the Bonfire. We'll be right back with more Charles Manson talk, and we'll be back. And you're not back.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
So, I heard a rumor that all the Beach Boys are coming by.
How much does it blow to by chance come across Dennis Wilson, not Brian Wilson?
Yeah.
This is Dennis Wilson.
Charles Manson saying, me and Brian Wilson's insane.
Yeah. Guess what I met yesterday? Mark Fallon, Jimmy Fallon's brother.
Oh my
He's an
God.
architect.
Yeah. Guy's pretty cool. Says he's going to help me write jokes. What?
That's fucking hilarious. You know, I met George Jackson, the 6th Jackson son.
No one knows he was there. He was a mistake from Joe later in time when Jackson 5 was on the road.
We had this article up here about when Trent Reznor recorded a song in the house. He lived in the Sharon Tate house.
Okay.
And then he bumped into Sharon Tate's sister somewhere, and she was like, "Are you exploiting my sister's death for your own kind of bullshit?" And he was like, "No, it's my own kind of interest in American folklore." And then she said, it just kind of made him like think about it when he did that, and he was like, then he realized that you are sort of like supporting quote unquote serial killer bullshit.
Well, he said my awakening about all that stuff came from meeting Sharon Tate's sister. When I was working on Downward Spiral, I was living in the house where Sharon Tate was killed. Then one day I met her sister. It was a random thing, just a brief encounter, and she said, "Are you exploiting my sister's death by living in her house?" For the first time, the whole thing kind of slapped me in the face. I said, "No, it's just sort of my own interest in American folklore. I'm in this place where a weird part of history occurred. I guess it never really struck me before, but it did. Then she lost her sister from a senseless, ignorant situation that I don't want to support. When she was talking to me, I realized for the first time, what if it was my sister? I thought, fuck Charles Manson. I don't want to be looked at as a guy who supports serial killer bullshit." Because we just watched a video of him recording it in it.
I could start again.
And this is him recording it. Guys, I can't do Charles Manson. I don't know how to do it yet. I haven't watched enough of it. So I want to jump into it.
You're overthinking it, man. It's exactly what you think it is, man. Government society coming at me all crazy, wicky-wacky. Wicky-wacky, wicky-wash.
You're putting too much thought into it, man. He's just a doofus who's just flying off the rails. Dude, when they show a montage of Charles Manson interviews, it's always like, and the government, and society. You think you're going to keep me in prison? Y'all the ones who are in prison. And then they'll do like a voiceover, like, Charles then proceeded to do some karate moves. And it just shows him doing like katas in the courtroom and shit.
Please bring that up.
I mean, I don't know where he is. It's just like, I've just watched I've just gone in the rabbit holes of this shit over the years of Charles Manson. I'm very intrigued by him because he's just such a weirdo.
But do they have like a highlight
he says
reel,
something
Christine?
like, he says something pretty like, he has something pretty like, you know, interesting, he'll say, or like, little point, and you're like, okay. And then like, exactly that. Then he's just doing like, karate chop, ha. I could beat up Jesus if I wanted to. It's all in my mind, man. Like, he really just pops like that.
Yeah.
But me and Dave Smith used to laugh at all. We used to watch all this shit.
Yeah.
Where it's like, Charles then talked about Nietzsche's philosophies and how it related to our current status in the world. He goes, and then he was doing like, ha! Yeah! You motherfuckers can't keep me down.
Yeah.
My mind's out there, killing again.
Convicted for being the father of this country. And all the things I did without breaking the law.
I like when they go, when they always ask him in parole hearings, like, will you kill again? He's like, does a gassy elephant fart? Yes!
Oh, absolutely! Like, well, we can't let you out, Charles. Charles, I don't know if you know this, but this is for your parole. And he goes, I parole, I'll murder you and your mother. Oh, I can't let you out.
Would you kill again? Are there still people out there?
Yeah.
Well, then yes, I will.
Do people breathe air? Yes, then I shall kill. I am the rightly styled and yeah,
I mean, this big dog got to eat, right? Get out of jail? Yeah.
Charles then started speaking in no fear t-shirt slogans. Kind of catching everyone off guard.
Football is life, and the rest is just details.
Because then Charles took some weird tangent because my warm-up's your workout.
I finally realized 30 minutes in that Charles had memorized a Billy Blank's Ty Bo video and was just simply doing the Ty Bo video verbatim in the interview.
Charles then said he would be conducting the rest of the interview with his answers in all kicks.
Yeah. We finally deciphered the system where he admitted to Sharon Tate murder.
When we broke the code.
We should take the shorts and pull him down on his feet. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm him down here under the ground, man. I've had to do all the fighting, and I stand back and give other people their space. You see what I'm saying? But if they don't give me respect, I'm sending all that back around. I'm sending it all back around. You see what I'm saying? You see? Now, every time I come down off of this...
Dude, this is great. He looks like a self-defense instructor.
Like
now, ladies, you're walking down the street and a man asks you to join his family. Yeah, now you are free. No means no. No means no.
It's also one of those weird situations where he's like, he's doing it, everybody just kind of lets him go. You know what I mean? He's like, well, Charles, cool, why don't you show us on somebody? He's like, now, wait, I don't want to get in the whole thing right now. Now you understand? I do it for defense only.
I can't, my skills are, I'm a registered weapon. So I cannot fight. Or I will kill people.
Oh, here's when he shaved half of his head.
That's what I sing. I sing, just.
I go like this. It goes to Simon Cowell. Well, I think you're pure shit. You've got no tone. Nothing makes sense. I'm going to say no.
Oh, can I do my Mel B? You know what? I know you have a swastika on your head, and I'm not supposed to, but by God, I absolutely loved it. I loved it.
Now,
and I think I speak for the whole audience when I say I loved it.
Heidi Klum.
Oh, no, yes, you are good. I want to eat you and hug you. I want to hug you. Can I hug you, Charles Manson?
My Heidi Klum is also my Bjork.
It is so weird and it's weird.
I wish I did Howie Mandel. Go, I do the old Howie Mandel when his hand was always out when he was like a jittery weirdo.
So Charles Manson really was just a shitty fucking guy. What a shitty dude.
He was a shitty musician. Yeah. He was a shitty, lived in that world of just like...
There are like girls that like him where they'll be like, Charles Manson died. I saw a couple on Twitter and Instagram, they're like, really? Charles Manson died and I'm sad. And they're like goth girls kind of, and you're like...
Really?
I don't think you really know... I'll show who it is. I'll show you guys who it is. But you're almost like, I don't really think you know what Charles Manson did. Because I knew about the murders, but I didn't really know like the whole Manson family thing.
Well, you're saying we know somebody who did this?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you kind of do. I'll explain it.
I'm so happy because I want to say blindly without knowing who it is, whoever it is a moron retard. I'll say that blindly right now, and then I will stand by it with whoever it actually is.
Yeah, I think it's because...
I hope he's find peace now.
Yeah, that's why whenever they interviewed like his new fiancée, I'm like, this girl's a fucking moron. And she's like, Charles is taking his medicine, and he's pretty good.
Oh yeah, but she fucking him over. She was just fucking him over. That girl.
Yeah.
So that happened too in his life. Yes, Christine?
I just have a question about the tweets. Are you sure? Because there was a whole thing going around where people were mistakenly saying R.I.P. Charles Manson with pictures of Marilyn Manson.
That's really funny.
Thinking it was him, yeah.
I'm
Dad,
not dead.
Are you dead? I just read something in the paper about you being dead.
Dad,
what? Did you know Charles Manson? Okay.
All right.
Charles Manson is dead, but his music will live on.
That's pretty hilarious.
No, it's
R.I.P. Charles Manson, The Beautiful People was a beautiful song. That's actually really hilarious. I love your music. Hashtag Charles Manson.
Deanna, I'm sorry. Charles Manson's dead.
But you're saying that somebody we know said and knew who it was.
Yeah, I'm not going to put her on blast, though.
I can't wait to hear who it is, though, on the next break.
We're not like friends. You just know of her.
That's fine.
You know her, actually.
As a human being.
Yeah.
We've interacted.
Yeah.
Did I already think this person's a moron?
Probably.
Probably. Okay.
Yeah. No, you're not going to, like, lose respect. You're going to be like this. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's the moron who would do that?
It's just like, the way she is, you'd be like, of course she sees it like that. Where it's like, rest in peace, my dark angel.
Wait, are you...
You're like, all right.
Are you blinking me an answer and thing?
Uh-huh.
Amy
Hold on.
Schumer. Amy Schumer, everybody.
I'm going to give you Charles Manson kicks and tell you.
You're like, Lynn Coplitz?
Yeah, we grew up dancing together. I grew up dancing with Michael Jackson.
His karate noise
I'm him down here under the ground, man. And
the parallels between Charles Manson and Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman just didn't murder people.
Nope.
But it gets so close.
This is the weird thing about this girl being paroled, and I even compared it to me and Jay or Corey, Angel, whatever. It's like, if Jay convinced me to go cut somebody's baby out of their body,
yikes,
and I went and did it, and then we both go to jail and I get paroled, it's like I'm the one that did the murder. And this whole, like, being masterminded, the cult thing, but it's like the fact that any of these girls are out of jail.
Princess,
you're right.
You wouldn't kill for me?
What if I told you, baby
girl, I bought you all those big ass TV, you wouldn't kill for me? Come on now.
I send you to the mountaintop. I'll put you on the top where a TV will be at the top, and then I'll come over here and knee strike.
You want to be on top of a TV, on top of a mountain, on top of a beautiful house?
I'd say I'm walking home one day and a man says, give me your wallet. I say, I ain't got no wallet. All I have is strawberries coming out my goddamn fingertip. Ah!
Do they have a best of parole hearings?
Oh, yeah, dude. Charles Manson plays the paroles.
The district attorney and the prisoner will be given an opportunity to make a short presentation.
Will you kill again?
Does a homo take it in the butt?
Yeah. He looks like he's coming to pick up his towed truck.
That's first-degree murder.
Can't believe I fucking left it in front of a 7-Eleven. Stupid Charles. I just went in to get a damn Slim Jim, and the tow truck grabbed it.
I think a lot of these are as parole hearings. It would come up, what does it come up like every 7 years?
He's been, it says 30 years of parole hearings.
Oh.
It's such a shame they weren't all just gassed. I mean, I think that the folklore and the, like, how romanticized he's become in culture is, like, because he was kept alive so long.
Wait till you see these parole hearings, though, and then you're going to be a little bit happy that he's...
Christine, you never saw him live. You don't know how it was.
Yeah, you're going off the tape stuff.
Dude, you can't go off CDs. It didn't even capture what he really did. Here, bring this up.
With the drug cartel, saying he got money with 2 guns and he taking that pussy. I blew him to hell. It's that simple. Linda Bell. Ding along, sing along. Mitch Miller, the movies. I'm Bing Crosby, hard as a hobo, loves the Roman fields of clover. I'm Gene Autry.
By the way,
those guys.
Why is White Lou just nodding his head the whole time?
Yeah, you're not.
White Lou's like, right. Like, you're getting all of it.
Yeah, you're hype man in him. Like, I'm Bing Crosby. If you put a beat to Charles Manson, he's just flowing. I'm Bing Crosby. I'm all up in your shit. Come and get me. I'm gonna be dirty rich. Charles Manson, I'm the son of the devil. You want me? Hell, I'll kill you. You're like, he's just doing fucking rap battles in his parole hearing.
I like to think if I was Charles Manson that I could make Lou be my Tex Watson.
Ooh, all right. Tex Watson that's
the guy who did the murders. No, it's the guy who did the murders.
Oh, really? Bring up Tex Watson.
Wait, can we see him? He's not done with his flow yet. He's in the zone. You guys are taking him out of a really fine groove.
Sorry,
let him go.
He was dropping bars.
Yeah. Down a wave or 2 up underneath you. What you're doing, you're over flying with the eagles and the fathers of great lands, but I'm king on other wings and baddest motherfucker that ever did live. I've done the same thing all my life, 24 hours a day, so I'm about 15 Supreme Court judges in my mind. In other words, I know more about law than anybody in the world.
All right. Well, Mr. Manson, my name is Jared Friedberg, and I went to one of the top law schools at UCLA Law. I will be going against you, and I wanted to let you know you are overmatched significantly.
Well, I'll tell you what, I might be overmatched, and there might be birds in the sky and peacocks on the ground, but I'm peacock in my mind, man. Mind peacock. When you're on the moon, doesn't matter if you peacock, because no one's there to see it. You're out there by yourself now.
Money, power, women, it's
I'm
all
underneath.
there.
I'm above it. Here I come. Up this side. Next thing you know, I'm behind you. Nut shot.
Left, right, swastika on my face. Charles Manson let you know, y'all ain't safe. I'm back, baby.
I like that beat, Lou. Go back to the first Pearl here, Christine, for that beat, because he was flowing.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he stops rhyming because he needs a good producer, this fuckhead.
Yeah, you're right.
Because Pasadena is a submarine that's run by Joey Hoover, who's over in the chapel, who comes from Colombia with the drug cartel.
Yeah.
Saying he got money with 2 guns and he's taking that pussy. I blew him to hell. It's that simple. Linda Bell. Ding along, ding along,
Ding along.
Mitch Miller, the movies. I'm Bing Crosby, hard as a hobo.
Motherfucker.
Loves the Roman fields of clover. I'm Gene Autry. I'm all those guys.
2017, y'all.
Gene Autry. Ain't no ding along, motherfucker. Ding along, motherfucker.
We the best.
Ding
Manson music.
along, motherfucker. We got Charles Manson in the motherfucking house.
Wait, can we try it again with a trap music beat? I feel like that would go better with trap music.
All I'll be doing
Ding
is
a
murder.
ding. All along. Same thing in my mind. 24 hours a day. Father Eagle. Float above.
Flying out, little Weezy. Charles Manson. Everybody in it.
Fly Weasel.
I be in the
Hibble jib.
Charles Manson feeling it.
Race war coming. Don't y'all know?
Weezy Manson together on the same track.
Oh, man, he's like, a race war starting, and I have a fleet of fucking homely white bitches.
Yeah. Oh, great. I got some sandbags.
Hey, where's your army, Manson? I got a bunch of hoagly whores from the middle of the country.
Dude, I'll tell you this, though. You put some salt and pepper in his hair and a denim jacket on, and he does look like a friendly fucking mountaineer, man.
Well, on a related subject, what we found out, have you seen this, Lou? Have either of the Lou's seen this yet?
No.
Oh, then this is fantastic. Christine, you have that ready? Very quickly, who a young Charles Manson, upon his arrest, looks like?
Who?
Our one and only favorite EP, Mr. Jacob Despair Batat.
Whoa.
I mean, how fucking crazy is that?
At the Bonfire SXM. If you want to see Jacob.
I am the wind. I'll tell you what wings I'm on. Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling.
Ring-a-ding-dang-do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Jacob.
That's Jacob. That's crazy.
Hey, if anybody needs me, I'll be down working out in the gym in the basement of the building, man.
Debbie Doo needs to join my family.
I look nothing like him.
Yeah, you do.
You look like Charles Manson on the Lamb.
Oh, dude, Jacob Manson. Jacob Manson is great.
What's with CD collection?
I don't know.
I mean, Jacob.
He goes,
I don't look like. I don't want to be.
Hey, Jacob, I didn't realize that. Is that your current CD collection behind you?
Yeah. Why do you have
ago.
Oh, okay.
When was it? 1997?
I don't know. It's an old photo.
Are you a John Cusack character? Who has that many fucking CDs?
Go to the other one, Christine, where he's above him.
It's a different time.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
That's crazy. You look so much like young Manson.
Yeah. I don't believe I did.
In fact, you look crazier and more psychotic than Charles Manson.
If you switched his picture for Charles Manson's son and it did clickbait, what if I told you Charles Manson's son out there and he's crazier?
I will kill your parents, Sam.
He wears one glove that only covers 2 fingers.
He's so crazy, he still buys CDs.
No one listens to CDs. Everyone, this just in. Futuro Handwear has just hired Charles Manson's grandson as a spokesperson.
I think of the ball as my family, and all the pins are all Hollywood elite, keeping me from my dreams.
Race war. Black ball knocks down white pins.
Yeah, he goes 7. Oh, I can pick up this 410 split easy with a little helter skelter.
Fucking pussy.
Whoa! Jacob Manson.
Oh man, it's time to throw this darkie down the lane. Hit these whites.
I don't really see it.
You don't see it at all?
Well, everyone listening can
You're
see
the
it.
only one.
Everyone listening can see it if you at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter and Instagram.
Jacob, if you put on a Manson wig, you're Manson, dude.
Young Manson.
I love Christine, and I bake.
Come on. You don't think that sounds crazy? You love Christine and you bake?
Fucking faggots in this
he's
city.
right. He's right.
Just ding-a-ling. I walk around and I take him and I take the guns and the pussy. I'm the devil.
Fucking faggot.
I'm the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's business. You know, I met the devil once, and that little bitch pissed his pants. Jacob Manson.
That's the big quote from the thing, is what he said to them. I'm the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's business.
Oh, really?
That's the great line with Jacob.
I'm the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's business. That's bake.
I'm the only guy who could fuck this girl. Everyone's a fucking faggot.
Yeah. Yep. That's how it starts.
Jacob,
and by the way, you're speaking to me, Jacob. I've never been good with the ladies, so you're speaking to me. I get it now. Now I want to follow you. What else do you have to say? You any other philosophies?
I love Christine, and I bake.
I share your love of Christine. I could learn to bake. I want to make you happy, so I'll bake.
Can you bring up the guy that did the murders? What's his name? Tex McGraw?
Tex Watson?
He is rotting in prison in Texas.
I like that Christine always throws in rotting because she doesn't like him. She's like, these guys are rotting. That guy has got such old football player face.
He really does.
He's like, were you on the 64 Cowboys?
Charles Tex Watson, he goes, all right, listen. I know you kids are smoking pot on the weekdays. I just need you to do me a favor. Just be at practice some goddamn time, man.
Hey,
come on, I'm not trying to. I drink at work. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, guys, listen. I like to chase pussy on the weekends just as much as any of the rest of you, but we need to run laps. We got Central next week.
So I mean, Jacob, you are young Charles Manson, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You're a murderer, Jacob.
But I love at the end of his life, that fucking chick.
She broke his heart.
She moved to California to be close to him. She started contacting him when she was like 17.
Yeah.
And when she was 19, she moved out to be close to him. Started seeing him, got engaged to him. I don't think they ever actually got married because it turns out I think he found out that, like, he was like sad because he found out that she was just like using him to, if they get married, she would get his body.
Yeah.
And it was like she would have control over, like, you know, his memorabilia and whatever, and it was basically to make money. As her whole thing was to
So
make
she was
money.
just a young entrepreneur?
She was just a young,
She was a
young Republican.
She did a DECA project. They're like, what's your DECA project? She goes, I'm going to inherit the Charles Manson fortune, and I'll probably sell it to American Apparel.
And what, motherfucker?
Yeah, I mean, this looks like a mother-daughter dating website. Ah, there she is.
Was railroaded. That's Star. She's 25, pretty.
Never trust a pretty girl named Star.
I think we learned that in the movie Lost Boys.
Goddamn right we did. Hit play.
He named her Star.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
There's this.
I am Charles Manson's wife.
Wife? Are you married?
The paperwork hasn't gone through yet, but we already consider each other to be husband and wife.
Are you in love?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why would I marry somebody?
Oh, God, rewind that. That was such a great fucking... Human nature, you can't lie. There was such a 2-second delay on that where he goes, are you in love? She goes...
Yeah. Are you in love? What's all that? What does that mean anyway, man?
He goes, are you in love? Wow! Loves a lot of things. I love sunrises.
He goes, well, love's, you know... Yeah. Love in the sense of, sure.
You love him? Pow! Fuck, you are direct. Huh?
She went pretty far for the bonkers thing. Do you love him? All right, come on. We doing an interview here? You trying to dig into my soul? I mean, let's go. Let's keep it light, huh? Guy's a guy. I'm here. I said I'm his wife. Let's go.
Do you love him? What? Yeah.
That's most of the interview. Do you guys actually plan on going through with the wedding? Man. Shit. This is CNN, right? Cool. Married. I don't know. We're kind of like, we're not really traditional.
Are you sleeping with Charles? Can a lady have a relationship?
Come on. I mean, we're not even married yet. You know what I mean? I'm a kid. I'm 19. We having sex shit. What kind of a weird question is that?
You're weird.
Let's looking at you, dude. Asking a 19-year-old if she, how old are you? How are you? Yeah, that's weird now. Right? If my
That's
thing's
your
weird,
child.
if my thing's weird, your thing's weird. You're being defensive.
Are you in love?
Yeah. Why would I marry somebody if I was...
Man, he is all gums.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Somebody needs to fucking get a team over to murder those gums.
Yeah. Hey, Swamp. Hey, Swamp.
Jesus Christ. It looks like her only teeth and gums are like the inside mouth of the alien. Xenomorph, when the little mouth comes out, she's only little mouth.
She's all little mouth.
She's just my little mouth.
She's all little mouth with big mouth gum.
Yeah, she's got big mouth gum.
She has crack baby teeth.
You know what I like about her, man? She reminds me of Rudy Huxtable. All gums, little baby teeth. You know, you ever watch... That show was pretty good. You ever watch a crocodile feast? It's kind of like that if the teeth stay in the mud. She all mud, no teeth. She got teeth like an old cow. I had her back to my wallet to prove her strength. I had to put peanut butter in her mouth to get her to say I do. It's crazy. Same way they used to make Mr. Ed talk. And he's like, I do. He says it for her. I do.
Last year, when Starr first told Rolling Stone magazine she planned to marry the nearly 80-year-old lifer, he told the reporter, "That's a bunch of garbage. We're just playing that for public consumption." People think you're crazy.
I really don't care.
Starr says she first discovered Manson at 16, drawn to something Manson calls Atwa.
If you want to breathe air and water and live in harmony.
So she's bonkers as all shit.
Oh yeah. I'd love to know her backstory.
She shaves her head at some point.
She does? Good for her.
Yeah, she's got to have some sort of backstory. We could probably look into her for sure. Maybe there's like a Wikipedia page in this loop.
To come up with this kind of plan, you're obviously a little nutty, but wasn't she kind of overplaying the crazy to try to be convincing?
Like why would I want to be with Charles Manson?
Yeah.
I think the concept that she made him say. Did they ever get a chance to fuck or anything at all?
That's what I'm wondering. Did he bang her?
I don't think so, because you have to be married to get conjugal visits.
Do you?
I think so.
Yeah, no, I think that's true.
But the other guy, that Tex guy, actually got married in prison and had 4 sons from conjugal visits. 4 kids.
Who's that?
Yeah. The Tex guy.
So he's knocking out kids and he's locked up?
And one of Manson, it says Manson had at least 3 sons, one of which killed himself in 1993, said he just couldn't live down who his father was.
Yeah, I mean, that's rough. Yeah. That's real rough.
Really?
Yeah, he had kids before this all happened. It looked like his last marriage ended in 1963.
Oh, no, yeah. His kids were like older.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that guy killed himself for probably some other shit.
Like, he was like,
at his age, he was kind of like, well, I'm 33, and
he goes, how do I get him to write about this in the newspaper? I know, I'll bring up Dad again.
He's like, I'm 33, I work at a Walgreens. I'm not assistant manager yet.
They make us put our last name on the name tag, which seems a little much.
I've been thinking about killing myself, Doc. He goes, why? Because you work at Walgreens and you're 30. He goes, no, because I'm
Doug Manson.
Doug Manson. He goes, oh, yeah, that too. You can kill yourself for that too, I guess.
He goes, I don't know this, but I'm pretty sure God will let you into heaven. I know suicide's against God's will, but
I like just keep guessing at it though.
Yeah, he goes,
I'm gonna kill myself. He goes, why? Because your chick doesn't love you anymore and your kids don't respect you and you get that really shitty job. Like, well, I was gonna do it because I'm Charles Manson's son, but I guess that stuff does suck.
So it's not your low sperm count and the fact that you have exceedingly fast male pattern baldness?
You're overweight, you're losing all of your hair. That one eye's going a little wonky, and also in your Manson's son. So that sucks.
Is it your chronic erectile dysfunction? Is it your
breath's always kicking?
Is it your halitosis? Is it your bloody hemorrhoids?
I'll be honest with you, the smell of your breath, I thought you died months ago.
I call you the Petri dish. Because you're just a bunch of things that are gross in one thing in one contaminated area. How did she react to the death? She's like, I knew Charles was going.
When I get his body, I'm going to ride his hand.
Hopefully he dies dick hard, just like in Clerks. Take a break, Jacob. Are you mad we're talking about your dad like this? I apologize.
Oh, Jesus.
Young Manson.
Young Manson.
We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Hey everyone, it's Bonfire, coming to the radio, Sirius XM 95.
Hi.
That's 9 Inch Nails. I was saying on the break, 9 Inch Nails really are an example of the one-trick pony that are really good at the one trick, though. It's like all their songs, like, is him talking very clearly with, and the only music is the thing going like,
he goes, come along and dancing and then walking down the river fighting, I'm gonna be alright.
Feeling lots of feelings inside. I cannot feel all these feelings anymore.
He's like an emo, fucking, what's it called?
35, 45, 55.
Yeah. Auctioneer. He goes,
and I got these feelings, and I'm gonna give them away for 35, 45, 55.
And all this pain, I feel pain and sorrow and sadness and murder.
Going up over there, you shouldn't take I-10 because it's gonna get all stuffed up in St. Bernardo.
Trent Reznor GPS.
Gonna take I-95 and go on down the George Washington Bridge.
In 21 miles, I need you to go bare left.
Stop, just tell me the actual directions.
Make a left, make a right, go around the roundabout.
FDR up to the driver, on over down to 287 and 287 and up and down the fucking Queen.
Charles Manson's wife, so she just did it. Her name's Afton.
There's less than 2 minutes of this video left we should find out.
Okay.
Afton Burton was 16 living with her parents. Now her name is Star.
Of course.
With Charles Manson. Let's go.
Water and animals.
Did you know that 900 redwood trees get cut down every day? 900 redwood trees at 1,000 years apiece. That's 900,000 years of sunlight you're taking off this planet.
Grey Wolf is a longtime follower.
It's been his main focus all along, but the media basically has just covered that up and concentrated on the image that they have created of him.
I run with a pack of wolves, and I got to be a wolf.
That being crazy, horrific, threatening.
He's as sincere about ATWA as he was about Helter Skelter.
That's so funny. When they go from something dangerous to like, that's what every rock star does, where they're like, I was shooting heroin in 1967, and then I learned that Greenpeace is a great way to make farming more sustainable and less carbon dioxide in the planet.
That's when I found out that the caribous were in trouble.
Yeah. It's like Manson is just a shitty musician to the very end.
Air, trees,
he just
waters,
finds
animals.
Like, yeah, man, I want to murder and I want to kill and throw over the government. And then later in life, I'd really like to look into land conservation.
Race war, and also clean energy, man.
Yeah.
And also, get underneath them. What? Oh, bam. Over here. Why are you hitting yourself?
I'll karate your way out of the wetlands. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, he's just full of shit, dude. He's basically like, he's like a hot girl, you know, like he got a bunch of people to do shit for him, and then he just acted more prolific than he actually was.
Oh yeah, so air, trees, water, and Manson's like their guy?
Their guy. Is that I mean, if you work for,
he's the Ronald McDonald of Atwa?
Dude, it's so funny when you're like, actually, you know what? I work at a really fun company called ATWA. We would look at land conservation and try to take care of, animals and certain wildlife, and it's pretty good. I do have to let you know it was founded by Charles Manson.
I mean,
our goal is really just to stop the industrial world from, kind of breaking that barrier, breaking over into the nature preserves that we have. Also, as our founder Charles Manson once said, let the water bleed through them. Kia.
Yeah, dude, somewhere in between his thing and all this craziness, he goes, you can't stop war, but you can redirect it. You can redirect to the problem. The problem is pollution. That's what he says.
Okay.
As a young man in reform schools, jails, and prison, Manson learned much about life and living within the code of the old-time outlaws. He was raised by Catholic monks, ex-military men, and older convicts. Charlie noticed that each time he got out of jail, the natural part of the world would be more and more degraded to make room for... So he was also going through that?
Like, I dabble in environmental stuff, but mostly I'm into murder.
If my degree from the streets, if you were to say my major, it was murder, but my minor was trees.
You can go, to learn more about Charlie, go to MansonDirect.com. What the fuck? By the way, in his picture for this beautiful air, trees, nature, and water, swastika still going strong.
Smack dab in the middle of his forehead, right in between his eyebrows.
Also, go home blacks and Jews
and Catholics.
Get out of the way. You know, if we get rid of the Jews, there'll be so much room for more trees.
I say we exterminate the handicapped to make room for more branches. Why have those broken branches take up so many land?
Charles then proceeded to tell us that he believed handicapped people were quote-unquote broken branches.
Christine, what were you saying?
I'm fully understanding the murders. I know it was... He was trying to...
What did you work homicide on him?
No, because I know it was...
Look, I went over them, and I get it. I get it. You're pissed off. You had a song in your heart. Nobody wanted to hear it. You got to cut a baby out of a chick.
I said I'm not fully understanding the
I am Christine Evans. I work side by side in Chicago homicide for over 25 years. And I'll tell you this right now, those murders are no accident. I get it. I get it. I have seen some grisly things. I found a hand in a sewer when I was 27 years old, beat detective.
I'm not a pleasant, graceful comer.
Jay's face is so great with that place. He goes,
sure, it's not pleasant. Unpleasant.
Thanks.
But you were saying with the murders.
He was trying to start a race war, but really he was trying to kill the guy who didn't give him a record deal. So he had no idea it was Sharon Tate. Yeah. There was no order to cut a woman's baby out of her body.
They didn't know what a big deal it was until they saw it on the news the next day.
Right?
I mean, they knew it was a big deal that kills, but they didn't know they killed celebrities.
It was like a senseless thing they did. It was not ordered for that person. So this was all... It just doesn't... I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Like, he didn't even order those girls to kill.
So you're saying
those people?
He said kill everybody there.
Mm.
So you're saying that
but they went to the wrong house.
Are you trying to get him out of jail?
No, I'm not trying to get him out of jail.
Are you saying Charles Manson isn't directly responsible?
It's like these girls just fucking take responsibility, bitches.
She goes, I don't know. Have you ever told a friend you want something to drink at a gas station and they buy you a soda you don't want? That's basically this.
I mean, I'm just saying, a real bitch wouldn't fucking do that.
You know what I'm saying? He starts going Cardi B. A real bitch make moves. You know what I'm saying? Do we find any reenactors?
I want to see the picture of them. No, I have to come back with the reenactors. The reenactors segment.
We have to have a piece of technology where we can take something from your TV and just put it on something and bring it in and put it on a computer. What is that called?
It's called Christine's phone.
Perfect.
We take a video of the TV and then bring that video of the TV to here to load it into the computer.
Oh, I'm like, how do you illegally rip from the television and edit clips from YouTube?
That's what
There's my homework.
Yeah, there you go. If you could get there, that'd be awesome.
Homework. Talk to JD from Howard Stern. That's his entire job. The whole thing.
Somebody get me a JD meeting.
Done.
It's done, just like that.
Cool lizard. Hey,
now,
lizard.
Christine, I'm going to promise them that you and 3 of your friends are going to blow them. I'm going to get you in the door Charlie Manson style.
I'll take care of the rest.
That's how I get in. He goes, hey, man, you want to meet these girls? They're a party.
You want to go back to going down on me for an hour every time we fuck?
Man, it is. It's a lot. It's a lot of going down. That's a whole heap of going down. 1 hour? 1 hour. 1 American hour.
You know
things I could have accomplished in there?
1 union hour.
1 union hour.
You give me full med, full dental, full vision for 1 hour.
Fuck it. Let's take our break. Right. And then we'll come back. I want to get into some of these. I just want to show you who the reenactors were for some of the people who've played Charles Manson in reenactments. Yeah. There has to be a list of them.
Yeah.
And it's going to be great. You're back with Charles Manson Day. Rest in peace, big baby Bubba. We'll be right back. It's Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
So weird, dude. When I graduated, the first girl I hooked up with after the girl I lost my virginity to, was a band chick. We didn't fuck, but
everything else
digital, but immediately.
Right. Yeah, man.
The first time we hung out, we went on a date, and then the first time we hung out at her house, her parents were out back on their deck, grilling for dinner. They invited me to dinner.
Yeah.
And she was putting my hand up her like the inside of her shorts to touch her. It was crazy.
She goes, I need it. I played tuba for 4 years.
But I mean, it's just so that you never
drive. I have the sex drive of a Marine. I need you to get in here. Yeah, I didn't know they were fucking.
It was right after high school, so when I told my friends, they were like, really? I'm like, it's nuts.
Dude, no one talks about the fact that the band kids are fucking.
They talked about it in American Pie. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, I know, but we weren't listening because you guys were nerds.
I fast forwarded through all the nerd parts.
Yeah, I went to just that foreign girl dance. What was her name? Shannon Elizabeth.
Shannon.
Oh, yeah.
Yo.
Nadia.
Yeah.
Did she show box nut? No, she didn't.
They showed pubes. I think there's pubes.
No pubes.
So Charles Manson basically...
I'm Mr. Skin in it. No pubes.
He's the best we got. He could tell you if someone was naked or not. Charles Manson took a bunch of band chicks and got them to kill people.
In the
next step. Charles Manson really was a piece of shit, huh?
Oh my God. I just wish he was more of a cocksman. I mean, guy got a lot of pussy. If you're going for numbers, that's fine, but I mean, this guy definitely went quantity over quality.
Oh, yeah. It's, him or Duritz. Who's got the more, I mean, Duritz has got the numbers.
Dude, Duritz, come on.
Well, not the numbers, but the...
Come on. These girls look like fucking 3 coil shits that fucking, Jennifer Aniston took.
A 97 coil?
Awful looking.
Dude, the one all the way to the right's like, I eat my fingernails.
She's the one that got the fuck out.
Yeah. Hey guys.
She goes, well, it wasn't my charming face.
Yeah. Turns out no one has a problem with you in prison when you look dull. I just brought a lot of people down all the time. Oh, she is really a sigh of a human being.
They couldn't find reenactors odd looking enough to play them.
So let's get to the reenactors.
So, yeah, when we watch these documentaries, the first one...
Oh, is this actual clip?
This is an actual
Let's
clip.
hear his man.
The guy's name is David Burkhart. Apparently.
What movie is this from?
This one was called, oh man,
A Day in the Sun, the Charles Manson. I'm trying to give it a hopeful sound.
I mean, it's like Charles Manson, Redux.
Yeah.
I think they always have some kind of
the best musician that never was. Well,
yeah. Oh, by the way, go down the side there a little bit on the up next thing. Go down there.
I'm sorry, I think it's called The Final Words.
The Final Word. No, that's what's coming. That's coming on this week. We already got that going on. But this guy, David Burkhart, reenactment actor, I want to look into this guy because he's also Joseph of Nazareth. And how much is the same exact costume?
Yeah.
Just a little less when
he goes in his closet, he definitely reaches for the same thing on both auditions. Where they're like, hey, listen, David, we got you going in for Charles Manson. And then I got you a 345 for Joseph of Nazareth.
I got a vest that'll handle both those sumbitches.
It was British. I'd like to find an interview to find out who David is. Is he American or it'd be great if he was British?
By the way, he put this up himself. Love it.
I studied at Juilliard for 7 years to capture Charles Manson's frantic big back behavior, and I read all the secret scrolls in order to really learn who Joseph of Nazareth was.
Is this like please, this is IMDb, the guy who played him? Chubby. This is the guy who played, so it's Murder Made Me Famous. That's what it was.
Murder Made Me Famous, the 2015 Charles Manson biop. We have a clip of it. Let's go to it. Of course, we're talking to famous reenactor, David Burkhart.
Yes, thank you for having me out.
Here it is, here's a clip.
Be a new friend of mine, Charlie Manson. Charlie, this is Terry Melcher. Terry,
a record producer. Son of Doris Day. That's right. I'm pleased to meet you.
Charlie's a songwriter. Some trippy ideas in his head, man.
I'm actually more of a late night eater. That's why I'm overweight.
Wait, using more of the parts. They're doing it's a little...
Up, Gary. You pay me what you owe me. Kill that son of a bitch if he doesn't come up with the money. And make it look like Blackie did it.
Yeah. Race war.
Terry Melcher.
Who?
Terry Melcher.
I think you have the wrong house. How did you get inside the gate?
I'm looking for Terry.
Yeah, you said that. He doesn't live here.
Oh, this is like Unsolved Mysteries bad.
Oh, yeah.
This is legitimately like... This is...
I like that he gives her a little cross-eyes, though, at the end. That was a good decision he made. He made an acting choice.
You know what? I do like
Just crazy eyes, that's it.
No, he doesn't. He goes, one eyebrow up, the other eyebrow up, then crosses his eyes and makes a little grin at her. It's actually pretty eerie. I actually like the decision he made there.
You're right. He is chubby. He's too chubby to play Charles Manson.
He's too chubby to play Charles Manson. He was a little slight man. And his guy, when he's sitting down at one point at the ranch, they have his bottom couple buttons are unbuttoned. You just see a little bit of gut coming over the face. The guy's not fat at all, but it's like, he's just like average built, and Charles Manson was just tiny.
He was tiny. You don't want to see Thanksgiving Day Charles Manson, where he's like,
I'm stuffed to the gills because I shoved it full of turkey.
Oh, wrong day to wear a button fly. Oh,
you guys mind if I make myself comfortable here?
You know, man, I don't even give a shit about Saudi. Oh, hold up. Yeah. These are busted.
Everyone knows that.
Oh, man, that turkey was a button buster.
I don't have a Manson. I'm going to say it. I can't get into it. I'm trying to find a Manson this whole episode. I got nothing. I'm going to go too Southern. If I go Southern, if I go high, you know what? I'm just going to punch a fucking wall. Fucking hands.
You're really hard on yourself.
Manson.
I don't like how hard you get yourself. It doesn't matter.
It's fun that it's Fat Manson.
But is there a chance, I bet, Jacob, before we finish this show, 15 more minutes or so, I bet you can find David Burkhart's number and see if we can call him on the show. Dude. I bet this guy is reachable.
I bet he's just staring at his phone hoping we call.
He goes, come on, radio
Come
show.
on.
Someone's bound to have seen that goddamn documentary.
New York City. Los Angeles.
We did get the director of Bad Ben on.
Well, in moments, that's what I'm saying. So I feel like this guy, this guy and Bad Ben are,
anybody with a smartphone can get Bad Ben.
We could probably get this guy on the phone if we promise him a part in the Bad Ben, what is unannounced, 4th movie.
Oh, dude, yeah. If he pushes it for 3 more.
This is no longer your home. It's time for you to cross over.
I would love that.
So this is a different reenactor. This is Steve Railsback.
This is Steve Railsback. No, this is the original Helter Skelter Charles Manson.
Okay.
I remember him doing a good job, but I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Your children. You taught him. I didn't teach him.
He's good.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
I
good.
just tried to help him stand up. The people you call my family.
He looks like him.
Were people you didn't want.
What a miscasting of those 3 women.
I mean, Jesus
Those are all gorgeous women.
Those girls are sexy in prison clothes.
Prison clothes 70s soap commercial style.
That girl on the right's unbelievably. She's like, Judy, I'll be waiting for you, baby.
Yeah, I mean, she looks like she has some sort of goofy accent that makes me want to run through a wall.
I beg of the jury to look at those fine pieces of pussy waiting for me over there and tell me you're going to convict a man waiting to come home today. Come on now with it. Come on now with it.
You're going to make Charlie miss a dog pile.
Helter Skelter Society. 3 boxes for old Papa Bear. Yeah. I want to come home and get caught in a trap. Chomp, 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 chomp. Weasel, weasel, weasel. Beep, beep, blah, 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 blah.
Kia!
Hip.
I'm over here trying to get back to my cabin so I can play Goldilocks. One's too warm. One's too cold. One's just right.
If I could approach your honor for 1 minute, I got a couple questions or two. Hip toss.
Oh, cool. Is that a light fixture? Oh,
this guy kills it.
Yeah,
keep playing him. I want a little more.
I'm in. I want to watch the whole movie because.
So I took him to my garbage dump and I fed him. And I taught him that in love there's no wrong. I can't dislike you. But I can say this to you. It's not going to be long before you all kill yourselves because you're all crazy.
He should have just thrown in some beat bops. Some random. He should have scatted a little.
Yeah, this guy's making too much sense.
He's nailing it to the point where we're like, am I on Charles Manson's side right now?
Just wait a second.
This guy's.
He goes, look, rent free, living on a movie set.
He took people you guys down here.
Fucking, you got hot and cold pussy running on tap.
This guy's making Charles Manson too likable. All right.
It back on me. But I'm only what lives in each and every one of you.
A parasite?
My father's a jailhouse. My father's your system. I'm a reflection of you. I'm what you made me.
Okay.
I've ate out of your garbage cans to stay out of jail.
He's playing him too, like...
He's making too much sense.
Yeah, he's like nailing it where I'm like, this guy's philosophical beliefs, they're very empathetic. And
I'm just a guy with a guitar trying to get by in the world. Yeah. Nailing these 3 hot trims right here.
Sure, I come back and swim in a lake full of pussy. And I write these magical songs that my fingers just work the neck of a guitar the way God worked the planet.
If it were a different time, different place, I'd invite y'all back to my place for some dinner. Hope y'all like fish. Anywho.
They're not gonna be as much cooking as there is fucking. Alright, we're having fun. We have fun here.
We have fun here at the ranch.
We have fun here at the ranch. Yeah, come on.
Who else has played him?
Is that, by the way, I want to give him an Oscar. Well, there they are again. Just.
So many girls who reenact the girls.
Oh, who's this one? The Manson family.
This is Marcello Games, and this came out in 1997.
Yeah. Let's see what they got.
It's only a minute.
Dark Sky Films. A lot of good work. They're a family. This is like upbeat music.
True story.
Yeah. Of 7 unwanted people coming together. Leslie. Sadie.
They're all too pretty.
Tex.
75 heads were cut off.
They made them all pretty again. By the way, Charles Manson looks like Raffi with hair.
Oh my God, yeah, he really does. Baby Beluga, Baby Beluga lives in. I almost knew the rest. He also looks like Oscar Isaac, the current actor right now.
Yeah, a young Cat Stevens.
Yeah, he looks too nice. He has too soft of a face. Charles Manson's got a weird bug eye to him that like.
Jesus Christ, Dan. I mean, Jacob's right here, you
sorry.
asshole. What are you doing?
Jay.
I mean, really?
Charles Manson's got this bug eye.
Just jetting shark eyes that you have no emotion?
Like cold, like a
he
doll's
might love.
eyes.
He might kill.
Like a doll's eyes. Till they bite into flesh. Oh, is this just the music? So there's no audio to it. They're just trying to make it look weird as shit.
Oh, so it's like, got it. It's like if Rob Zombie directed the Manson.
Yeah.
There's a new documentary coming out that Rob Zombie's narrating.
About Charles Manson?
Yep.
Now let me ask you this question. Is Rob Zombie a Manson fan?
Probably for the folklore of it, I'm sure. He seems like somebody that would be a Manson fan.
Fans like a weird.
I don't know.
It's weird to call it a fan. I mean, you are actually like it is kind of fanship in a way, but I don't think he thinks he's a great dude.
Because I'm a Jeffrey Dahmer guy, so I just feel like we're like in different camps.
I wrote all my fan letters.
All my stuff?
All my fan letters. The
final words, yeah.
Oh, this one, yeah, play the trailer for this. We have this, we're recording this Sunday.
You mean when I come over to watch your Eagles take down the Seahawks?
Yeah. After that game.
Friend of my enemy is my friend. Charles Manson died on November 19th, 2017. In the year before his death, he collaborated
the most famous human being, not only that is alive, but the most famous human being that ever lived.
Pause it. No, not even true, dude. Paul McCartney.
Most famous person ever alive.
Paul McCartney's more famous than Charles Manson.
Well, John Lennon's more famous than Paul McCartney.
Why you gotta bring up John? Why is that every time I try to get into something you gotta bring up John?
What about Ringo?
Hey guys, it's me, Ringo. Anyone bring me up? Shut up, Ringo! All right.
Hey everyone, it's me, David Cassidy. He was American.
Yeah, he died.
How far do you think his notoriety extends internationally?
International? They don't know me in Portugal. Hey, I'm doing Dylan. Cannot find it. Can't find the groove.
Oh, right now I'm down in Chile getting her done. That's where Charles Manson's at. That's where I'm at.
I bet Charles Manson doesn't have a huge does he have a big international appeal?
Appeal? He has no appeal, dude.
You talk of these Charles Manson. We have our own killers.
The Beatio boys.
The Savage. Zabadar.
You think it's gonna happen when I die?
I don't know. It's been okay.
This began a year ago when Charles Manson started calling.
The problem is Manson is famous.
In the late 60s, Charles Manson was convicted for the brutal murder of actress
Corey Feldman needs to play him.
I still say Jacob. Go back to that picture again. I still say Jacob plays.
He looks like Corey Feldman.
Well, there are also rumors that Quentin Tarantino is going to direct his next film was going to be about Charles Manson.
You're looking at the same exact view of Jacob as you're seeing this picture right now. I mean, it's uncanny.
It is.
It's crazy.
Can I tell you this? Jacob? He is Goy Batat. He's Goy Jacob.
Throw a couple chops on Jacob?
Dude, some long hair. Jacob. You look a lot
Jake,
like
if you
Charles
wouldn't dress
Manson.
like Charles Manson to be surrounded by fucking hippie bitches?
We're not talking about
skanks.
Yeah, not the real ones, the ones that were in the movie.
Yeah,
the movie ones.
I guess.
The Hollywood psychos.
You know what? I think Jacob keeps it so bottled up that he could have Manson-like abilities.
Yeah, he's gonna uncork one day, and we're all gonna feel the wrath.
I'm looking up all the girls that played the Manson women in the movies, and they're all hot chicks that were like the hot chick on Three's Company.
Yeah.
The guest star on BJ and the Bear.
Bridget, I've got you the perfect. I know you just rapped on BJ and the Bear. I got your next gig.
I know you just did a rap on BJ and the Bear.
Is it Chips? I wish, honey. What if I told you we're going to get you to play one of Manson's girls, Charles Manson's girl, in an ABC movie?
Play the rest of this trailer.
Of actress Sharon Tate and 8 others.
I like Rob Zombie just went over the other murders like it was real quick. He goes, yeah, something about him like killing Sharon Tate and 8 others. Anyways, you guys hungry?
Actress Sharon Tate, etc.
And so on and so forth.
For the brutal murder of actress Sharon Tate and 8 others. Though decades have passed since his conviction, the obsessive interest has never waned.
The reasons that this maniac orchestrated this whole thing were just Looney Tunes.
I don't know if you can you really do dismissive talk from a mom like that?
Oh, guy's a screwball.
Oh, he's just a wackadoo.
Oh, Charles Manson? Yeah, I remember when he was a kid. Always a little flaky.
Hey, Rob, are you sure you want to keep that interview in the documentary? He goes, yeah, why? It proves
it deserves to be there. Living dead girl.
No, I think it's a good interview.
He just talks in his own lyrics.
Burn through the witches. No, I think I'm going to keep it. Oh, look at this. I love
copyright. Not 860. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I like that this lady's already wearing a blanket because she looks like...
I don't even know I remember. Who's Charles?
She always looks like she's asking for a blanket. And she's like, do you have a blanket?
This is my neck blanket.
Take a picture of her so we can tweet it out at the Bonfire SXM.
This house is clear.
So Rob Zombie is Charles Manson. He called me and we talked.
I don't know if he's saying he called him.
Oh, he just called. Because that makes sense.
That is vague. He just called. Yeah, he just called. Also, it'd be weird though. 70-something-year-old, 80-year-old Charles Manson goes, "I'm gonna give Rob Zombie a call."
All right, Charles, you got 15 minutes in the phone room. I'm gonna come back and get you.
All right.
I'm gonna call Charles. I'm gonna call Rob Zombie. All right, I'm gonna call Rob Zombie in.
Can you imagine? And then Rob Zombie's on his fucking sectional leather couch with some hot girl. He goes, thinking about making a movie where the devil just comes all over everyone's face. She goes, that sounds pretty sweet.
Oh, Christ.
Charles Manson.
Yeah, I want to call you, Doug.
It's like, you ever give a guy your number and you're excited he has your number, you have his number, and then 2 weeks later you're like, I shouldn't have given him my number. Anyway, that's what I'm dealing with, baby. Hold the phone. Anyway, this is the creature from the Black Lagoon. I'll be right back.
Put this on. I can't believe you've never seen this. Just watch this. I'll be right back.
This is the Alpha Man's dick. He's got a bunch of weird paraphernalia.
He goes, that's actually Michael Jackson's left hand. Yeah. Don't ask how I got
it's John Wayne Gacy's nipple ring.
It's pretty crazy. Right, that's Ed Gein's ball sack. Cut off. Anyways, I gotta take this call. Chuck, what's up, dude?
Chaz Maru.
Chazzy Pants, they treating you all right in there? He picks up like a Hollywood exec.
Oh, Razzle Dazzle Chazzle. What's up, buddy?
Fuck him up, Chuck. What's going on, my man? I got a nice little bitty. Yeah, she would have been in the family. She's just in the...
How's the joint? You still give him hell in the court in the yard?
Yeah. Oh, man, you still kicking those fucking bars? Yeah?
You still ripping those bars?
Oh, dude, you were dropping hot fire. Anyways, dude, how's the clink?
Oh, man.
Live and let live. You don't let me live, you just don't live. That's all.
They didn't kill people. They butchered people.
The true story remains untold until today.
I never ordered nobody to do anything.
I knew exactly what was necessary to convict him. Whether that was the truth or not wasn't my business to decide.
Oh, jeez.
Good lawyer. dude, that is a family comes together.
Was Charles Manson innocent, or was he guilty of partying too hard this summer
and loving? Charles Manson is Happy Chuck. I was just wondering maybe if you wanted to go out later. She goes, you seem really nice.
Chuck wagon rides again.
Yeah.
Woo!
Tex, get out of here!
Guys, I think we picked a good year to work in this jet ski dock.
Ryan Reynolds is Charles Manson.
Hey, do you guys...
Yeah. Mark Wahlberg as Charles Manson.
I'm not gonna go in that water. There's fucking black people out there. We gotta start a fucking race war. Listen, you kill the fucking guy, and then I think the donkeys did it.
Listen, I'm gonna have 3 girls for myself. I don't care who gets mad about it. I'm a songwriter.
I have a big fat cock, okay?
Yeah.
And I can fit 3 girls on it. I don't want to show you. That's gay stuff.
That's it.
I'm not in the gay or black stuff.
I give him a Charles shish kebab.
I give him the old chuck kebab.
Chuck kebab?
Yeah. Outside. Tex, wait outside.
Tex. John C. Reilly as Tex.
I mean, none of those things are real.
I've been deep in thought in solitary confinement for almost 40 years. Thinking, what the hell does all this mean? How does that fit? Where does that work? And the stuff that I've come up with, man, it's just unbelievable.
He was not at the scene.
It just boggles the mind.
He was 40 miles away when the murders took place.
The victims weren't chosen at random. This is where it all connects.
The story loses me all over the place.
He's not lying about nothing.
I love the picture they pick him like he owns a fucking barbecue sauce company.
Hi, I'm Charles Manson. If you want your chicken to go from tasty to delicious,
it's deadly hot.
Yeah. Some people say it's so delicious, it's crazy.
Now, you buy my hot sauce or else.
Yeah.
Booga booga.
Charles Manson hot sauce.
I don't know whether you can accept it.
You are for you. I am for me. I'm for Charlie.
I'm for Charlie. The final words from
I believe what I'm told to believe. Don't you?
Jacob Patat, man. Jacob fucking Patat.
I don't know. I think producing a radio show is a lot like taking a life.
You ever watch a man's soul leave his 35th year in morning radio?
Refreshing.
Taron Killam and Cecily Strong as Charles Manson and Star Burton on SNL.
Sure.
Charlie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just so excited,
Yeah.
Colin.
Sometimes they miss the mark, dude.
Yeah, Taron Killam's one of the greats. So
He really is.
I feel a lot better about myself. Thanks, Jay. This is a perfect way to end the episode. Pick up.
Hey, you know what, dude? They made their choices. I got my baby, though. And that's what matters the most.
Goddamn right you do, baby. I'm your baby. We're all babies.
Guess where my baby's going to be this weekend?
Where?
Austin, Texas.
Oh, I'm going to go get some Cisco's.
Cap City Comedy Club.
Oh, who's jealous? Black Lou, you get Cisco's this year. We can't announce why. Can we announce why? I just think I just did.
I don't know. Can we?
I don't think the contract.
I don't think we can announce it.
I don't think we can either. I'm a fucking moron. I'm a fucking idiot.
That's okay. Well, Dan's gonna get some Cisco's this weekend in Cap City, Austin, Texas. Thursday, November 30th through Saturday, December 2nd. Austin, Texas. Great home. A lot of fun stuff to do out there.
A lot of good stuff to do. Big J is going to be at Morty's.
Get your tickets at dansoder.com.
Sorry, I got so excited that you're going to be at Morty's Comedy Joint in Indianapolis tonight through Saturday.
Oh yeah, by the way, I got the call. I got the text today that was like, hey, it's looking a little light on Friday, so we can give away a couple tickets. So come on, sons of bitches.
Come
buy
on,
tickets.
if you're in the Indianapolis
area. I've been in Indianapolis a couple times now, so let's fill this place up and have some fun, man.
Go to bigjcomedy.com for tickets, and then go to the comedyseller.com if you're in the tri-state area and get reservations for our December 11th live taping of the Bonfire Holiday Show. We got a lot of fun shit going on. It's going to be real fun.
It's going to be a great
The invitation's out there, so come on out. December 11th to the Village Underground. Go to comedyseller.com for reservations, and of course follow us at the Bonfire, SXM, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and if you have HBO, watch Michelle Wolf's HBO special, Nice Lady. It's this Saturday at 9 p.m., so check it out, and we'll see you Monday. Crackle, 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 crackle.